There's a lot of land balls here. Like, I feel like there's just a large quantity. Gonna start feeding. Also, T, this is kind of a random glitch I found. I mean, and anyone else. I'm just talking to T because I know T's there. Unless she just left immediately after I showed her the oil thing. But I'm giving you guys a free stand up and stretch because my butt hurts really badly. One of the... A weird glitch, right? So you don't have to deal with this because you play with mods, but you see how there's like the spoil timer on food? Right now, like if we look at the egg right now, it's 9 minutes. For some reason in this update, so let's get it just straight to 9 minutes, right? For some reason in this update, if you hit sort, it just resets all the timers. So you basically have no spoil time in your inventory as long as you hit sort before they go out. Yeah, I just noticed that the other day when we were playing this, and I was like, I feel like the land ball spawns might actually decrease because we're going to be dealing with Hookrates, and we're going to be dealing with Hookrates and Daydream spawning. But let's hope that they still spawn at least a little bit. If not, I guess we could spend the nighttime exploring dungeons some more in Sakurajima. Okay, nope. Didn't mean to click that. We definitely, I mean, catching chickapees right now. Ooh, I don't think we have 12 knocks. Catching Chickapee right now also could be good because that we could just buff our Chickapee in our base right now. I saw a bunch of fucking land balls. They all disappeared. Could have sworn I saw a bunch. Okay, yeah, I think right now the land balls are gonna be super low spawn rate. So we're gonna go. Do we have 12 Tombats? We do. I'm gonna head to Sakurajima again and just explore some of the dungeons. Try to catch more pals we haven't caught yet. You know, all that stuff. I played a little bit of this, actually. You guys might be surprised. I played a little bit of Palworld on my own. I was talking about this on another stream where I'm like, I don't really like playing this game off stream. I like this to be a stream game, but I played a little bit of this on my own the other day when I fought the boss, as well as just playing a little bit of housekeeping stuff. I love how you break out at 90%. Definitely makes sense. And he's unstable. Have I no way I've captured 12 of those. There's some oil here. Okay, that was literally my first one I caught. That's what I thought. Of course. I don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need these. This is very atmospheric. Also... Okay. I kind of want to go to the desert if I can. This is not the desert. This is, in fact, the ocean, which might be the opposite of the desert. I want to explore here as well. So you can use a silver key or lockpick. Oh, wow. Did I know that they had Skyrim lockpicking mechanics? You can try as many times as you like. Doesn't seem like any of the directions makes it any better. Oh, there it is. It's a little bit on the right. So, like, more up here, I guess. Oh, okay. Cool. These are kind of cool, the chests that are like electric chests. Kind of cool. Because they give you a ton of the specific PAL organ. Also, I keep saying also, and I'm sorry. We should probably... Is this reset? No. We should probably empty my inventory at some point. And no, this isn't... Watch this, chat. Yakumo's gonna get some good passives. If I can breed... Ooh, fucking... What the fuck did I say? I have my brain shut off. If I can breed the lamb balls into... into a Yakumo at some point, that, I feel like, would be the best case scenario. Oh, hey. Mimog. Apparently you can bully Mimog like this and they won't run away. So if you get, like, a good pal to do this... Okay, Bushi. You want to start some shit? Never bring a katana to a I'm gonna shoot you in the face fight! He was a positive thinker. He wasn't very positive to me. Oh, hey, there's two. Back to more serious business. If I wasn't lazy, I would kill those the Mimogs, but I'm kind of lazy. Alright, you know what? Fine. Fine, game. I'm gonna go empty my inventory. If I don't find a rampaging pal sooner or later, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna start rampaging. Right. The thing that sucks about food boxes for pals is you can put restraints on what goes in, but you can't make it so, like, it's a specific item. You can only say, like, food or ingredients can go in, and ingredients count as berries because they can make cooked berries. So you, like, if I wanted something to just live off berries, you can't do that. Watch us randomly get the passive we've been looking for from the Catress that we bred. next one. And we did not. Let me go grab some more PAL spheres and arrows. I remember having so much trouble differentiating from when people are like, I was playing with like Blair or whatever, like when this game came out, and people would be like, oh, I had this glitch where I threw a bunch of spheres, or threw a bunch of spears or whatever. Like, it would sound like they said spears, and I'd be like, there's spears in this game? How do you get spears? And people are like, what? Yeah, of course there's spears in this game. It's like the main thing you use. And I'm like, what? I've never used a spear. And they're like, they're saying sphere, I'm hearing spear. But I was so excited. There's actually now, I think there are spears, but I was so excited for the infinite spear glitch. Unfortunately, it never happened. Bam, 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 bam. What you know about bowing down? I did not mean to waste that on a legendary sphere on a lamb ball. You better give me... That actually kind of an interesting thing. Obviously, it does not work, but it'd be kind of interesting to see if, like, say you threw a high-quality ball at, like, a lower-tier PAL, it had, like, a higher chance of giving you a good passive. What you know about? That was a crazy jump. I don't know why I went so far. Hey, I'm back. We'll just make this entire YouTube video. We'll like cut down the 3 hours of me doing this, and we'll just turn it into a trick shot compilation. This is what you ask for. I've been following a ton of really cool VTubers nowadays. Someone just followed me. That's like a really sick VTuber that I follow on Twitter. I didn't realize I wasn't following them on Twitch, but they just followed me recently. And I'm like, that's kind of cool, because they're kind of like like, I don't want to say like a big creator to be like, but I also don't want to say they're small either. Like, they're a pretty sizable creator. Like, compared to me, they're massive, right? And so it's just kind of cool when you see that. I don't want to say, like, because I feel like sometimes when you're like, oh, they're a big creator, it's almost like the big is relative. And so when I say that, you know, I don't want it to become a thing of like, you can't approach that person, because I think that's an issue that a lot of VTubers have, is that they get into these positions where maybe they have like 40K followers on Twitter, but like 100 followers on Twitch or something, right? And people look at their Twitter and go, oh, this is like a massive YouTuber. But they might not get a lot of like interactions on their other accounts, so they're not really like that big in their eyes, you know? Success is based on many different factors for different people. But then when you see that big number, you assume, oh my god, that person is like out of my league for ever wanting to talk to them. You know? And it happens more often than you think, because I've had friends be like... I've had one friend be like, you were the first VTuber that I looked up to, and I was like, what? Like, that's kind of nuts. Because I'm just literally a nobody, but apparently to them, they thought I was a somebody, which, I mean, I appreciate it. And fuck it, man. If I can get more people doing stuff that they enjoy and creating content, that's nice. That's a good thing. This is starting to get into like a deep philosophical like conversation, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it. But like the reason I really want to try to get like better myself is because I like deep down I'm a kind of a pretty lonely person when it comes to things. Did we just drop one? I think we That we just picked up a waterproof one. Yes, that was the last one. But I could get pretty lonely, right? And obviously, you know, a guy my age is gonna want to at some point maybe start dating someone. And so I look, like, I have deep criticism of myself. I look in the mirror and I go, like, if I was, like, what do I have to offer, right? Like, I don't really have anything to offer. And people might be like, oh, no, you got a lot of stuff to offer. You know, you're a nice guy, whatever. And I appreciate the sentiment of that. But, like, a sincere look at myself, I think, like, what do I have to offer someone that would want to, like, be my partner for life? And I sincerely can't see anything. So I just assume that, or I just think about, like, that, and I go, okay, well, like, what do I need to work on? Well, like, my, you know, my health, my mental health, you know, being, like, going out, being more active, doing, like, this, and, like, basically trying to make myself into someone that people would want to be around, I think is the essential thing. And it's not going to happen overnight, but that's what I'd like. And maybe I'll find someone partway through, you know? You never know if you're going to meet someone that changes your life partway through your journey. But I just think about that of, like, sometimes I look at myself and I go, and this isn't, like, in a depression or sad way, it's just a genuine criticism of myself. I look at myself and I think, like, I can't imagine anyone loving you, you know? And again, that sounds very sad, but I promise you, it's just like blatantly, very pragmatically looking at myself and being like, I genuinely, and like maybe that is part self-esteem, you know, issues or whatever. Like maybe that is, but that is how I feel about myself a lot of the times, where it's like I don't feel like anyone could love you. So that's why I want to get better. And I feel like everybody should strive to get a little bit better each day. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as me. Your reasoning could just be like you want to, like, hit a weight goal, or you want to be able to run a marathon or something. Like, I think everyone should have some sort of goal like that in mind. Because if you work on bettering yourself, you in turn make the world a better place, because you're putting one more better person in there. Like, if we had like a better percentage, you'd be raising the percentage because you are making yourself better. So yeah, I don't know. We definitely need a nighttime guy to produce electricity. Okay. Is this dungeon open again? Like it should be. I feel like Cyclops would be really fun. I could see Cyclops being like a sniper-style character. I did see in the supposed leaks that Rogue was going to be a strategist, which I feel like if Rogue does get added to the game, I really hope she's not a strategist. Just because her character is so strong that it would be more interesting if she was a duelist. And with how Rogue's mutant powers work, that she can, like, kind of take other people's abilities, if she's a strategist, I feel like she'd be too similar to Loki, you know? So I really hope that she isn't a strategist and is a duelist. But either way, I think she would be an exciting addition. I think if they do make her, I think it would kind of be cool if you could, this might be broken, but it kind of be cool if you could, if she was like Kirby, where she would, like, hit an enemy and steal some of their powers, like, say the E ability, so she can, like, you know, pop a shield from Venom, or, like, do something, you know? Like, something like that. Like, she can just take control of, people's abilities. I think could be kind of fun. That would be cool. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I don't want her as one, yeah, because It feels way too much like Low-Key already. Unless, like, they can prove me wrong and make it really, really good, but that's just my initial thought from seeing her like that, is that she seems like she's gonna just become Low-Key 2.0. And they have expressed their desires to make the characters as unique as they can, you know? They haven't, like, they were saying that they want to make each character unique. So, let's hope that's the case. Of course, because I never really check my inventory, it is, like, super maxed out, so let's go drop my inventory off. Those in there. Let's check on this. It's been completed. Oh. Cool, ultimate spheres. You can also get oil from here, if anybody's wondering. You can get oil from the expeditions. You can get expeditious amount of oil. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. I honestly don't even know what characters I would want in Marvel. Like, the most I feel like I can think of is I just want, like... I know what, like, skins I want, you know? I can't, off the top of my head, be like, oh, this is the character that I absolutely want. Absolutely need. I'm more of, like, if they add Thing, you know, I want Infinity Thing. You know, I'd love a Joe Fixit skin for Hulk. Get me more, like, obscure characters like that. That way, rather than knowing what characters I want. Like, any character that ever gets, like, said, I feel like I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. Like, Daredevil, I would absolutely want him. I would be fine with them adding 40,000 different Spider-Men. You know, as much as that becomes crazy. The one thing that I was talking with some people, though, that I feel like this is when the state of the game is going to become jeopardized, is that I think they really need to make sure they don't overdo it with flying characters. I think flying characters could ruin the game. Like, imagine if there are 12... How's it going? 12 or 6 flying characters, and your entire match is just trying to hit each other. You know? I think that's kind of the thing that I'm most worried about. Is, like, if I have to play against 14 Iron Men, I think it's gonna suck. Adam Warlock should at least had a double jump or something. Yeah, I think... I don't know. Adam Warlock does kind of need something. Because I feel Adam Warlock is good, but I feel like he just needs something better. Because his healing is not good, like, powerful in a sense. Like, he's got decent burst healing, but it's not consistent. He has a really strong ult if you can do it right. But he just doesn't have maneuverability. I think if he had more maneuverability, it might be better because then he can get closer to people to have his heals go off at the right times. So I do agree with you. Now it's turning back today. We can go do stuff. New Thanos tank. Thanos would be really good. I feel like this would suck, but I really, really, really think that a funny alt for Thanos would be snapping the Infinity Gauntlet, and half of the players on the team randomly just get killed. Like, it could be your teammates, it could be your enemies, but Thanos just randomly kills 6 people in the game. I feel like that would be so funny. It would suck. It would absolutely suck and be really stupid, but I think it would be so funny. Has the potential to be one of the strongest alts in the game, but also potential to just fuck over your entire team. Or it also could just be... I can see it be like, either just kill a random person on the enemy team. Maybe that's also a little bit too broken. I don't know if the insta-kill with no solution. Or maybe it could be like, kill half the people within like a given area. So if you're like surrounded by people, you could dive into the point and then snap, and then like it kills half the people within your vicinity. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know. So people could still kill you before you get it off, but... And it doesn't, like... It has to be... There's a way to avoid it. It'd be interesting. You want Blade? I think Blade will be super fun. I think Blade is coming probably after this next event. So the Fantastic Four is going to be this event. Then I think Blade is going to be the next one. I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but people have, like, theories that... Right now... Blade is being held kidnapped or captured by Dracula. Over here. Is being held captive by Dracula, and that's sort of the story of the event, is we gotta beat Dracula. I feel like his alt, he should be able to use all his stones. Maybe. Yeah, maybe he has, like, his moveset is based around all the Infinity Stones, and then when he ults, all the Infinity Stones can, like, be active or whatever. That could be interesting. Does it show me how many I've caught? No, it hasn't. Zombie skins would be cool for, Marvel Rivals. That would be cool. I do agree. I know T wouldn't agree, but I agree.